College classroom, day. Students are settling in, chatting, some laughing. YN sits in the middle row, staring blankly ahead, a forced calm over her expression. Her eyes, though, are tired like they've cried too much. The door opens. Their professor, a kind-faced woman in her 40s, walks in holding a folder. She greets the class with a nod, but her tone is softer than usual. Professor. Good morning, everyone. Please settle down. The students begin quieting down. The professor pauses, scanning the room briefly before speaking again. Professor, before we begin today's lecture, I have an announcement. Some of you may already know, but Jungkook has withdrawn from the college. Gasps ripple through the room. A few heads turn toward YN instinctively. She freezes in place. Professor, he's moved abroad for personal reasons. He won't be returning. Her voice is calm but carries sympathy. She looks at YN for the briefest moment, then quickly turns to the whiteboard, avoiding drawing attention. In's fingers curl tightly around her pen. Her vision blurs, but she doesn't cry. Not here, not now. All she can hear is the echo of the professor's words, he won't be returning. She lowers her head slowly, her long hair falling like a curtain to hide her face. Present Kong residence, living room evening. Mrs. Kong gently sets down a cup of tea in front of YN, who stares into the steam without really seeing it. Mr. Kong sits beside his wife, both watching their daughter with quiet concern. Mrs. Kong, speaking softly, YN baby. We know something happened in your life, something that changed you. YN looks up briefly, then down again, trying to offer a small smile. Mrs. Kong, conted, voice thick with emotion, we never asked because we thought, in time, you would tell us. But it's been 4 years. And you're still not you. YN shifts uncomfortably but stays silent. She sips her tea slowly. Mrs. Kong, at least for our sake. Be happy, my darling. Smile, laugh like you used to. Try to move on from whatever that incident was. YN sets the cup down carefully, then looks up with her composed expression. Her eyes betray nothing. YN. Mom, there's nothing to worry about. I'm totally fine. Her voice is calm, detached, too rehearsed. Mr. Kong. Leaning forward gently, sweetheart, we've known you since the day you opened your eyes. We know the difference between a real smile and a fake one. YN swallows hard but nods. Her fingers tighten around her cup. Mr. Kong. Pauses. I've been meaning to ask you something. YN. Quietly, what is it, Appa? Mr. Kong. My friend, he's been looking for a girl for his son. A good family, well settled, polite boy. And I thought of you. YN blinks, slowly processing it. Her heart feels like it's cracking, but her face remains composed. Mr. Kong. I truly believe you'll be happy with him. He may not take away the pain, but he might give you a chance at something new. You deserve that. Mrs. Kong gently holds In's hand, giving it a reassuring squeeze. Mrs. Kong. Just think about it, baby. That's all we're asking. YN looks down at their joined hands. For a long moment, silence fills the room. Then, finally, she exhales slowly and lifts her head, her voice barely above a whisper. YN. Okay, I'll think about it. Her mother's eyes light up just a bit, hope flickering for the first time in years. YN. After a pause, quieter, maybe it's time. Her parents exchange a silent glance of relief. YN forces a small smile, a little less fake than before. Rooftop restaurant, night. YN walks in, dressed elegantly but clearly nervous. Her eyes scan the restaurant as she clutches her purse, then stops, widening in disbelief. YN. Startled, sir. Jin. Smiling warmly as he stands up, good evening, Ms. Kong. YN. Confused, blinking, you're the one I was supposed to meet. Jin. Nods with a small chuckle, don't be too shocked. I'm full of surprises. But yes, I'm your mystery date. The son of your dad's friend, and coincidentally, your boss. He gestures to the seat opposite him. YN hesitates but eventually sits down, still processing. YN. Wow, I wasn't expecting you. At all. Jin. Chuckling, trust me, neither was I. When my mom told me she was setting me up, I was ready to run. But then she showed me your photo and I went, hold on, she works for me. YN. Smirking, you considered running. Jin. Hey, blind dates are scary. It's like being handed a mystery box labeled, trust me. Could be a beautiful soul, or a catfish with a good camera angle. YN laughs softly, shaking her head. Jin smiles, pleased with himself. Jin. I make bad jokes when I'm nervous. It's my thing. Like, why don't skeletons fight each other? YN. Amused despite herself. Why? Jin. Because they don't have the guts. YN groans, covering her face. Jin grins proudly. YN. That was terrible. Jin. Placing hand on heart, terribly funny. Admit it, you're warming up to me already. There's a pause as the waiter brings water and leaves them alone again. The mood turns a little more serious. Jin. Softly, in all honesty. I didn't know how this dinner would go. But seeing you here like this, I feel like the universe has strange timing. I know you've been through something. I don't need details. But I want you to know I'm not here to replace anyone. I'm just here, if you let me be. YN. Gently, you're very different than I expected. I always saw you as my boss. This powerful, serious CEO with no time for jokes. Jin. Ouch. I have layers. Like an onion. Or better, like a chocolate cake. YN. Laughs again, then slowly softens. I never thought I'd be here, considering marriage again. But right now, sitting across from you doesn't feel as terrifying as I imagined. Jin. Smiling genuinely, that's all I could ever ask for. A start. YN looks at him. For the first time in years, someone isn't rushing her, isn't making her feel like she's broken for being cautious. She feels safe. Light. YN. Thinking out loud, maybe being married to you won't be such a bad idea after all. Jin. Grinning, careful, Ms. Kong. That sounded dangerously close to a proposal. YN. Playfully, you wish, Mr. Kim. They both laugh softly, the sound mingling with the city breeze. And for once, YN allows herself to hope for a future that doesn't hurt. Int. Wedding hall. Evening. A grand indoor wedding hall elegantly decorated with white roses, soft golden lights, and a string quartet playing in the background. Guests chatter, all waiting for the ceremony to begin. The camera pans across the beautifully decorated venue. Guests murmur excitedly, taking pictures, watching the entrance. The groom, Jin, stands tall at the altar in a white tuxedo, fidgeting nervously but smiling. Beside him are his close friends and family, but he is waiting for his best friend and also like his brother. Jin. Muttering to himself with a half smile, okay, Kim Seokjin, no dad jokes at the altar. Keep it classy. Music shifts, the bride is arriving. Doors open, everyone stands. YN enters gracefully, dressed in an elegant white gown. Her expression is calm, but her eyes carry a shadow of uncertainty. She walks slowly toward Jin, the room filled with admiration and emotion. She reaches Jin. They exchange a soft glance. The officiant steps forward. Officiant. We are gathered here today to celebrate the union of. Suddenly, the doors burst open again. Dozens of men dressed in all black enter, moving quickly and silently, blocking every exit. Guests begin to murmur, confused and tense. Jin. Stepping in front of YN protectively, what the hell is going on? A silence falls across the room as heavy boots echo through the aisle. And then Jungkook enters, dressed in all black, sharp as a blade, eyes burning with possessiveness. Jungkook. Low, dark voice, do you really think you could walk away from me like that, baby girl? The crowd gasps. YN freezes. Her breath catches. Time seems to stop as she stares at the man she hasn't seen in 4 years, the man who broke her and vanished. YN. Voice trembling, breathless Jungkook. Jungkook. Calmly walking down the aisle, missed me. He reaches the altar. Jin steps in his way, his hand on In's waist protectively. Jin. Jungkook, what are you doing? Jungkook. Hung, I will explain later. He pulls out a white handkerchief from his coat pocket, so smooth and unexpected. Before anyone can react, he gently presses it over In's face. Her eyes widen in shock before fluttering shut. Jin. Alarmed, what the? Catching YN in his arms as she faints. Jungkook. Easy, princess. I got you. Jin. Gritting his teeth, stepping forward, what the hell are you doing? This is insane. Jungkook. Voice soft, serious, I'll explain later, Hung. But you picked the wrong girl to fall in love with. Jin. This isn't love, Jungkook. This is madness. Jungkook. Smiling faintly, maybe. But madness or not, sincerely, she was always mine. In lies unconscious in Jungkook's arms, her body limping from the faint scent of something suspicious still lingering in the air. Jin. Voice sharp, stepping forward. What did you do to her? Jungkook. What the hell? Jungkook. Voice low, urgent. Hung, please. I didn't hurt her. Just used a light spray. I had no choice. She wouldn't listen. Jin. Eyes burning with disbelief. You drugged her. On her wedding day. After vanishing for 4 years. The guests murmur. YN's parents push through the crowd, panic written all over their faces. In's mother. Screaming, put my daughter down. Someone call the police. In's father. Grabbing Jungkook's arm. You can't take her. She's getting married today. Jungkook. Struggling to stay calm. Please, let me take her. I'll explain everything, I swear. Just not here. Not now. Jin. Breath heavy, torn between rage and confusion, explain. You owe her everything, and you think this is how you come back. Jungkook. Softly, eyes pleading, Hung, I promise I'll explain it all to you. Just, not now. Please let me take my girl. You know how much she meant to me. I lost her once, I can't do it again. Jungkook. Pause, I'll find someone else for you, I swear, someone who'll love you even more. But right now, I need to fix what I broke. Let me take her. A long silence falls between them. The weight of brotherhood, of years of shared loyalty. In's mother. Crying, Jin, don't let him do this. Don't you dare, Jin. Raising his hand to silence them, I'll handle this. He looks at Jungkook, pain in his eyes. Jin. Take her. But if she gets hurt, physically or emotionally, I'll hunt you down myself. You understand? Jungkook. Nods, voice cracking, I understand. Thank you, Hung. Jin turns to YN's parents, placing a firm hand on the father's shoulder. Jin. Let him go. He's not running away. Not this time. With one last glance, Jungkook turns and rushes out of the hall, carrying YN like she's the most fragile thing in the world. The crowd parts. Silence trails behind them like a ghost.